So, shame. A painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. Google. Yeah, I don't have a lot of this. Now, that's not to say I don't have any. The only time I feel this is with my family because, well, I know they're gonna talk to other people about me, which is other family members, which then spreads like wildfire, and I don't want that. I don't know why, since you would assume they would be the people that would be the most understanding of your quirks, but I don't think that. I think they would judge me the most and ask what happened to me. All I can say to that is, I don't know. But friends and people I barely know, I couldn't care less about. Talk about me, I don't care. Get my name out there, make people fear me. Or, like me, I've gotten mixed messages about this. Now, some things I've done that some may not do, but I fully do, in public, is do a little dance. Just to let you know, I cannot dance. Not to say that I have two left feet, but I have no moves that will attract anyone. If anything, I'm more than willing to be the distraction to help people escape. That is if my will to live isn't too high. When I'm bored, I sometimes just move my body in funny ways just to stimulate my brain into not getting distracted. I do not care who sees me, and if those people think I'm crazy, then good. Stay away from me! I know you either have a knife, or you want to talk to me. And I don't want either. I can start randomly moving when I'm with friends, at work, at school, at the mall. I don't care. This usually gets me strange looks or the "what are you doing?" comment. I just tell them I'm moving and they either accept it or give me a weird look and accept it. I just like moving my body and staying limber. Sometimes I like to try and jump as high as I can to see if I've gotten any better. I also lose all sense of shame when dare to do something. That is if it's simple. I'm not going to go throw myself off a cliff because of some dare. Like this one time I was with someone and we were tasked to hand out a shop's number and advertise for them at some convention. We both agreed, but when the time came, she got cold feet. Hey now, what the heck? You agreed to do this. But it's so embarrassing. It's like going up to someone and asking for their number. That is not the same thing, but I will prove it's not that hard. I walked up to someone who was also given a task by the same shop, and asked for their number. Hey, it's not a cop-out. We were practically strangers. Anyways, after a bit of talking, he said sure, but I quickly said, nah, I'm good, and walked away. I didn't want a stranger's number in my phone. It's only reserved for family and people I'll maybe message a year. In my mind, all I thought was how smug I was going to be and how easy that was, ignoring my pounding heart. We never got the job done in the end because I got lazy and she was still scared. I also have a tendency to say things that might be embarrassing. The amount of times I've said something off topic or out of character for someone like me shocks some people. This normally gets me weird looks, and it's hilarious to me. They would even ask if I'm embarrassed, and I would just shake my head. Like, I would enter a room and say, what's popping, what's locking, what's dropping? Or one time when someone ever went to the bathroom, I would always say, have a nice tinkle. They were weirded out at first, but laughed and said thanks. I kept this up until one time when I didn't say it. I'm going to the bathroom. Aren't you going to say it? Oh, have a good piss. No, not that. The T word. What? I don't know. Tinkle. Oh, yeah, have a good tinkle. I don't know why that's funny. I don't know why they cared so much about that, but they did. I learned when not to speak my mind because I've been taught it may not be sociably acceptable. So I bottle it up until I'm alone and let it all out in the form of self-talk. I don't know what it is in my brain that makes me feel a little shame, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Although one thing I want to differentiate is shame and cringe are not the same thing. Cringe is seeing someone, either a stranger or yourself, do something embarrassing, and you do that face crunch thing. People can cringe at me, and that's fine. I like to have the mindset of not caring about others' opinions too much. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of shame. I'm not some cringe master, okay? But having a healthy mindset and sort of understanding who you are and your quirks help. So if you ever just feel ashamed or embarrassed when in public, don't be. Just know I'm out there somewhere. Whenever someone points out how embarrassing something is I do or asks me if I'm embarrassed, I would just say no and continue whatever it is I'm doing. If they asked me to stop, I would. In these situations, I would always laugh at them. What? Embarrassed to be seen with me? The Asians? Are you embarrassed? Because I'm not. I also wasn't afraid to wear childish clothes, usually because my mom bought big clothes for me when I was younger, and I just kept them because I could still wear them. Because if it fits, I wear it. Although they don't fit me anymore because I'm bigger than I was in middle school. Again, I don't care what people think about me. I really don't. I also don't really care what I thought about other people. Maybe the occasional, oh, she's pretty. Oh, he's hot. Oh, that's cool. And that's it. I continue on with my day, and I like to think that most people do the same. So maybe it's time to let go of what shame you have and let your true self out. Maybe. So, something funny that I learned about that really sort of shows off who I am and maybe gives you a better idea is the way someone described me. So, I wasn't there, and apparently, it was a new person, and someone that I talked to a lot described me to them, and they're like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and they're like, oh, this is like a really like quirky old person by the sounds of it. And so they were expecting like an old person to walk through those doors, and the moment I walk in, they're like, yeah, that's them, and they're like, oh, they're not old. And so yeah, I have been described as some quirky old person. That's great. I don't hate that. That's hilarious to me. But yeah, got a new fit, got a new look. I just cleaned up the lines. Also, little me is a little bit different, so I hope that's good. Really like these designs. May show up some pictures and some doodles I did. If not, you should go to my Twitter. I may most likely post it there and show off some doodles of, well, me, I guess. You guys should also check my description. Gosh, I write extra information in there. It's not all like, ooh, like and subscribe and all that junk in there. I give extra information and, give you updates on me. You guys should really read that. Because I've noticed, I've gotten a lot of questions, and I've gotten a lot of things asked. And if, oh, do well, do better, when it's all answered in my descriptions. So you should read that. Okay, bye.